The Black Ops 7 situation is crazy. The Call of Duty Black Ops 7 gameplay reveal trailer was shown at Gamescom, and it is getting absolutely dislike bombed. It's looking like the 2016 Infinite Warfare trailer all over again. And dude, the Black Ops 7 gameplay reveal trailer has like 43,000 likes, but right now at the time of recording this video, the top comments on the trailer with over 100,000 likes says this actually made me pre-order Battlefield 6. And there's easily thousands of other comments that are basically saying something similar. This is absolutely the most negativity I've seen towards a new Call of Duty game since Infinite Warfare, which if you guys didn't know, back then the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer was one of the most disliked videos in YouTube history. So now the question is why? We know why Infinite Warfare got dislike bombed back then. It's because at that point in time, people were tired of them not listening to the community and they kept releasing futuristic exosuit Call of Duty games back to back to back. And then of course there was the competition from Battlefield, and back then they released Battlefield 1, which had an extremely hyped trailer, and tons of people were very excited to see what Battlefield 1 was going to have to offer. And now we're here in 2025, and weirdly enough, it kind of seems like history's repeating itself. As I'm sure you guys saw, I was invited to the Battlefield 6 event in LA where we got to play and record and stream the game early. And prior to this event, I really had my expectations in check. But once I actually got to play the game, I was like, yep, this is it. Battlefield is back. The game is incredible. It's a lot of fun to play. And that feeling and that experience got amplified even more once we got access to the open beta. So yeah, there is absolutely this overwhelming feeling of hype and excitement right now for the Battlefield community and the Battlefield fans and even Call of Duty fans who decided to check out Battlefield 6, and maybe it's their first ever Battlefield game that they've ever played. And it's the hype and excitement for Battlefield 6 that has me wondering if this is why people are being so negative towards Black Ops 7. Or is it possible that Black Ops 7 could actually just be that bad? So in this video, I want to talk a little bit more about legitimate concerns about Black Ops 7, some things that we don't know about the game quite yet, and also the typical complaints that it seems like every new Call of Duty game has been getting for years now. But before we jump into that, I would highly recommend you watch this video from me first. This video mostly has my initial live reactions to the actual important information that came from the Black Ops 7 direct video, the official Black Ops 7 blog, as well as like a billion tweets from Charlie and Toe. Now, if you guys did see that video, you might have noticed that I did not include my initial reaction to the Black Ops 7 trailer that was shown at Gamescom. And that's because, much like a lot of other people, I was kind of confused that they opted to show the Black Ops 7 campaign instead of multiplayer gameplay at Gamescom. The truth is that the Black Ops 7 direct video was significantly better than the Black Ops 7 campaign trailer and the talking that followed after. And I feel like this is actually why so many people are either reacting negatively to Black Ops 7 or straight up just hate the game this early on. In my opinion, Call of Duty kind of fumbled the worldwide reveal, and most people's first impressions of Black Ops 7 are now confusion about the campaign instead of reassurance about the multiplayer.
Which, aside from zombies, is probably what 99% of you guys actually care about.
So again, before we talk about these topics, please watch my previous video first, or take a look at the Black Ops 7 direct video or the official Call of Duty blog post, since that is where the actual information is. Now, with that being said, after seeing all of this information myself, there is one major concern that I have, as well as some other questions about things that we just don't know about Black Ops 7 quite yet. Okay, so the main issue that I and hundreds if not thousands of other people have already with this game is how they're going to be handling carry forward. And to get a better understanding of how they're going to be handling this, we will look at the full blog post. It says, what is carry forward? Carry forward is a system that allows select content like weapons, operators, and cosmetic items from a previous Call of Duty title to transfer into the next when supported. It is designed to preserve your loadouts and personalization across connected experiences. And then they say carry forward confirmed. Black Ops 7 will feature the ability to utilize a wide variety of content from Call of Duty Black Ops 6. This mostly begins a few weeks after launch at the start of Season 1. Prior to more in-depth comms on this subject, here's what to expect. From Black Ops 6, your XP tokens and gobblegums will carry forward at the launch of Black Ops 7. So right off rip, you will have full access to your player XP, weapon XP, and Battle Pass XP tokens, as well as your gobblegums for zombies from Black Ops 6 day one when you play Black Ops 7. And that is where I wish this would just completely cut off, but unfortunately we have to read on. Because Black Ops 6 weapons, operators, and operator skins will carry forward at the start of Season 1, with some exceptions.
But it's not the exceptions you were probably hoping for.
They say equipment and score streak skins for content unavailable in BO7 will not carry forward, which seems pretty obvious. Equipment and score streak skins for content updated for BO7, for example, a score streak that performs similarly but has a different look and feel in BO7 compared to BO6, will not carry forward either. And Black Ops 6 weapon camos will not be transferable to Black Ops 7 weapons, but you can still use them on your BO6 weapons. It also says here that the Warzone integration will also begin at Season 1, and that all current content, including operators, weapons, and weapon blueprints from Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and BO6 will carry forward with some caveats and exceptions. They're saying weapons will continue to be tuned for Warzone, which means that the balance in Warzone will probably be slightly different than it is in other games. And they're also saying that Warzone players should expect a rank reset at Season 1 with your progression synchronized to Black Ops 7's progression systems, which means if you were level 1000 in Black Ops 6 in Warzone, that's going to be reset specifically to Warzone, but in Black Ops 6 itself, you'll still be level 1000. Okay, man, so here's the thing. As I was reading the carry forward stuff, I was like, yes, XP tokens and gobblegums carrying forward. That's fine. That's good. I think that most players would agree that that is a good thing to carry forward, although I know some people might be against the idea of some players stacking up all those tokens and then just out-progressing the shit out of everyone else. But it's like, bruh, at that point, what are we beefing about? There's gonna be XP token collabs with Mountain Dew or Doritos or Little Caesars or something. At that point, we're basically just arguing about who's gonna be spending more money on junk food to get their XP tokens, which is just kind of silly. Now, again, it is just my opinion, but I think that carrying forward the XP tokens and the gobblegums is okay. Now, as far as it goes for like the regular base weapons of Black Ops 6 carrying forward into Black Ops 7, I think I would be okay with that. I would prefer if we just had all kinds of brand new weapons in Black Ops 7 and the game itself would kind of be like preserved or safe from that. But the truth is that the Black Ops 6 weapons carrying forward is not the big issue here. I really do think that most players have legitimate concerns about the Black Ops 6 operator skins carrying forward into Black Ops 7. Cause look, no matter how good or bad Black Ops 7 is at launch and how good the identity and themes are for the game, it is all going completely down the toilet the second Season 1 starts. There's unfortunately just no nice way to put it. The second Season 1 starts for Black Ops 7. Anyone who has those ridiculous skins from Black Ops 6 can now equip them and use them in multiplayer, and I'm assuming probably Warzone and Zombies as well. And the theme, the identity, and the tone of Black Ops 7, whatever is established there, is just going to be completely wiped out. That is, of course, unless people choose to just not run the skins, which that is maybe a separate topic, because let's be real for a second. Anyone that has their skins carry forward from Black Ops 6 into Black Ops 7 and chooses to intentionally wear those skins is definitely trying to rage bait you and get under your skin. But I just kind of realized that there is a way to satisfy both the skin enjoyers from Black Ops 6 as well as the people who don't want this stuff in Black Ops 7. It's essentially a system or a setting that has been discussed pretty heavily for quite some time now, and that is the concept of having a skin filter. And the premise behind this idea is that if you have the skin filter off, you can see every type of cosmetic that someone has equipped in the match. However, if you were to put the skin filter on, it would essentially filter out all premium and paid skins from the store in your match, so that way all of your teammates and all of the enemies are essentially just running baseline operator skins. However, there is one caveat to this, and it would be very difficult to implement. But what if someone has paid for a licensed operator skin, where the base skin itself is a fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skin? I guess the simplest thing they could do is just revert that back to like the default Milsim skin like we've seen in Warzone. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure how they would handle the logistics of a system like this, but I do feel like that would be one of the easiest ways to satisfy both parts of the community. People who love buying skins and bundles and accessorizing their characters would still be able to do so, and from their perspective, they would still be able to see all of the other crazy skins in the game. However, people who do not like that kind of content would still be able to play and enjoy the game just with the skin filter on. If it was possible to implement a feature like this in a Black Ops 7, I feel like this could alleviate a lot of people's worries. But on top of that major concern, there are some other things we don't know quite yet that are questionable that have to do with progression. Even though Treyarch did confirm 10th Prestige and that you'll have to level up 55 times for each Prestige, there was no mention of Prestige Legend or reaching level 1000. And I pretty much triple and quadruple checked the blog, and I didn't see anything anywhere about level 1000 for Black Ops 7. So yeah, if Treyarch or Call of Duty did not explicitly mention this anywhere, then we can't assume that it's going to exist in the game. On top of that as well, Black Ops 7 is going to have 16 mastery camos, 4 for campaign, 4 for multiplayer, 4 for zombies, and 4 for Warzone. But now the question is, do you get anything special for unlocking all of those mastery camos? In recent years for Call of Duty, if you complete all of these camo grinds, you typically don't get anything extra, and it really would be an amazing and honestly shocking surprise if there was some kind of secret mastery camo at the end if you unlock every single mastery camo that they have in Black Ops 7. Maybe they want to keep it a secret surprise, or maybe it just doesn't exist at all. And the last potential concern I have when it comes to progression for Black Ops 7 is weapon prestige, which is coming back from Black Ops 2. I believe this was lightly mentioned in the Black Ops 7 direct video, but they definitely explained more about this in the Call of Duty blog post, and weapon prestiging will actually unlock exclusive attachments for that weapon that you prestige, which could potentially be insane depending on what the attachments are. If it's something as basic as a reticle, it might not really be worth doing. However, if it's something as nuts as like basically an aftermarket part that completely transforms the gun, then players will definitely feel compelled to prestige their weapons. And this also could potentially throw off the balance of the weapons in the game. But again, I'm not trying to jump the gun here. pun intended. But what I am curious to see is if this feature will be available in the Black Ops 7 beta, or if we're gonna have to wait for the full launch of Black Ops 7 to see how this system is going to play out and how balanced or unbalanced it might be. But yeah, those are my concerns for progression. Now let's talk about movement in Black Ops 7. They did showcase the new wall jump, which is obviously not as insane as wall running or even exosuits, but it does add even more complexity to the movement in the game. And there is a clip during the multiplayer section of the Black Ops 7 direct video that does essentially showcase an exo boost jump. I mean, look at this. You cannot deny that this looks like an exo jump. And we don't know if this will be typical movements for multiplayer or if it will be some kind of field upgrade or a score streak that lets you move this way. We'll have to wait and see. But what I do know is that COD players who are bigger fans of traditional movements will probably not like this. We also don't know if slide spamming is going to be the go-to movements like it was in Black Ops 6 or if it's going to be toned back. Aside from wall jumping absolutely being confirmed, the only other two things we do know about Black Ops 7's movement is that tac sprint is going to be removed by default. However, you can get tac sprint back by running a perk, which is kind of like the opposite of how it is in Black Ops 6. And on top of that, you will not be able to ADS while sliding, diving, or wall jumping by default. And again, you're gonna have to equip a perk if you want to do that. And this is one of those weird situations where it does feel like Treyarch is listening to feedback and they're tweaking the movements coming from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, but at the same time, there are some new systems in place that will make the movements kind of more insane, just in different ways. I guess we'll just have to see how the movements for Black Ops 7 plays out over time. I mean, I haven't played the game, and I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video has not played Black Ops 7 yet, so at the moment, we can only try to make educated guesses. But interestingly enough, I do wonder how this movement might potentially affect zombies and Warzone. Will we be able to wall jump or even like exo boost in zombies, or would that make it too easy to evade and survive the zombies? And when it comes to Warzone, the return to Verdansk also meant slowing things down a bit and toning back the movement. Will the Black Ops 7 integration affect this, or will they keep things the same? I'm really curious to see what direction Treyarch takes things in this year. When it comes to progression, I really do hope they have plans to reward players who grind the most with something special, and I'm interested to see what kind of movement changes they'll make coming from Black Ops 6. And then of course, there's the usual complaints of skill-based matchmaking, cheaters in ranked play, wacky skins, the list goes on and on. And this is one of those situations where I do agree that no matter how good the foundation and the base content of the game is, it will suffer over time due to these issues. There's no way to avoid it if they don't address it. And I think the reason a lot of longtime COD fans are getting fatigued or burnt out on Call of Duty more than ever before is because it feels like nothing is truly being done to fix or address these issues. It's like, sure, we get comms about how Ricochet anti-cheat is banning players, how they hear our feedback about how skins are getting too weird in the game, and they've released blogs about the matchmaking system in Call of Duty, but the main disconnect is that actions speak louder than words. I think most people would prefer to hear statements that go something like this.
After listening to community feedback and carefully considering the future and long-term success of the Call of Duty franchise, we have made the decision with Black Ops 7 to remove skill-based matchmaking and shift the matchmaking to how it was in Black Ops 2. We will prioritize connection quality first, matchmake players as quickly as possible, and then balance the teams in the lobby. The lobbies will also stay together after a match is completed, just like in Black Ops 2. We will be carrying forward XP tokens from Black Ops 6 to help you progress faster in Black Ops 7, but we will not be carrying forward operator skins or weapon blueprints from Black Ops 6. This is due to overwhelming feedback from Black Ops 6 having too many weird skins that break the immersion and core identity of Call of Duty, and in Black Ops 7, we are committed to maintaining the core identity of the game. We are also taking harsher punishments against cheaters in Black Ops 7. For PC players, the game will require secure boots in order to play the game. We are also taking stricter actions against cheating where it matters most, ranked play. Moving forward with Black Ops 7, we are now implementing an Overwatch system where our own Ricochet team members as well as trusted players in the competitive scene will be able to review matches with suspicious players that were reported. We are also committed to shutting down cheat providers at the source and taking stricter actions than ever before against those who ruin the game for others. Also, we're bringing back supply drops.
Now again, that's just what I would ideally like to see, and actions like that take a lot more time and effort to fully come to fruition. But I think the whole point is that the COD community would like to see more action on these issues instead of just feeling this kind of existential dread that nothing will ever be done about these problems. Now, if you are one of those people that's just tired, bro, like you're just tired of it, then yes, I do think you'd probably have a better time playing a game like Battlefield 6, where a lot of those issues that have existed in Call of Duty for many years now will most likely just be a non-issue in Battlefield 6. And as far as it goes for me personally, I will be playing both games and trying to have as much fun as I possibly can with both. I've been playing Call of Duty since COD 4, and I've been playing Battlefield since Bad Company 1. I love both franchises, and I actually think it'll be kind of nice to have major FPS games this year that offer completely different experiences. It's kind of like the Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered bundle in a way. If I want to play a game that I can take more seriously and get invested in, I'll go play Battlefield 6. If I want to goof around on a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, I'll go play Black Ops 7. What's kind of blowing my mind is that it's abundantly clear to me that Black Ops 7 looks like it's heavily inspired by Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. Two games that a lot of COD players loved, and I'm sure a good chunk of you guys watching right now found my channel from those games. And just imagine if I skipped Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 that year because I thought the game looked too weird or too different from past COD games, or maybe even too futuristic. I mean, sure, Black Ops 3 was very different, but I, like many others, stuck with the game and gave it a chance and ended up having a lot of fun goofing around on the game. And in hindsight, a ton of people look back fondly on Black Ops 3 and want another game like it.
Which can only mean one thing.
But all in all, Black Ops 7 is going to be on Xbox Game Pass. So at the very least, if you're skeptical about Black Ops 7, but you own Xbox Game Pass, you can always try it out and see how it goes and if you like it or not. And for those who have to make a tough choice on choosing to spend $70 or maybe even $100, depending on what version of Black Ops 7 or Battlefield 6 you would get, then things do get a little trickier and you'll have to choose wisely. But again, for me, I'll be buying and playing both games and doing my best to continue creating the best possible content I can for you guys. And with that being said, thank you guys very much for watching. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did it and you want to see some more Black Ops 7 and Battlefield 6 stuff this year, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys later.
Come. Train go.